Let's Talk About It, a podcast where we talk about transitioning from military lifestyle into the civilian sector. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the behind the scenes of the podcast. But before we get started, I'm Lewis.
I'm Raul.
And I'm Nick.
And our buddy Ray is out feeding the feeder.
No, he's filling
the feeders.
Yep.
Yeah, getting ready for
hunting season. Yep.
Yeah, he's actually really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm about to get him to take me out. You know where he goes? Like, is around here?
He's got some land out here somewhere. Not out here. But a couple hours away.
Yeah, I think it's he's got a lease out towards Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool from what I understand. Like, he does a lot of really cool stuff.
See, the only I've never been hunting before, but I want to go hog hunting one day.
Dude, in the state of Texas,
I think that's
like,
year-round,
that's
right?
you can use any weapon, any style. That's why I want to go take.
Yeah, like you can actually fly in a helicopter and use like high power weapons to.
So I want to take the scar out, get a thermal scope, and just hunt at night, whatever, and just start picking off hogs at night.
Can we use your helicopter?
Yeah, because I own so many of them.
Hey, we can mount a gun to the drone.
Yeah. Oh shit! I never thought about that.
Right?
I'm sure it'll happen one day.
Yeah, something.
All right. So tell us how long it takes for you to put everything together when we do our a regular podcast.
Our regular podcast. Well, it all depends, because it usually takes me about 45 minutes to set up, since we got to break everything down for the store. And then for those of you who don't know what's going on, Ray, the buddy that's not here today, he owns Mission Nutrition and Mission Staffing. And he lets us use part of the building on Mondays to film. And we basically just tear the whole thing down and build it up so that we can film. And that usually takes about 45 minutes to 30 in an hour, depending on how much stuff and how many people are coming, if we have guests or whatever. And then we film, and inevitably we get long-winded. Because I carry a mouse in my pocket. And I don't really carry a mouse. It's a saying.
Does.
It's a saying.
What is the saying? I don't get that.
I've never heard the mouse in my pocket either.
Yeah, I've heard it before, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, like
why would that?
When you say we, and you're only talking about yourself, you have to have a second portion.
Oh, okay.
To that we, right?
So why would it be a mouse?
Yeah, it's something else to say there's we. It's
it's just something that it's another living thing. You could say you're carrying a rabbit, but it don't really think you can fit a rabbit.
You can say snake in my pants.
Yeah. And then
it's got a mind of its own.
Yeah. And then it takes so I take that, and depending on how long we've gone, sometimes we go 2.5 hours worth of video. I go home and I chop it into.
Since you're a perfectionist, Rican, it takes you forever, huh? You gotta have everything just right.
Right, it does. Well, especially with the audio, because there's a guy amongst us who has a lot to say about audio.
Man, it's no sense in having a podcast if they can't hear what we're saying.
No, I agree. And we've. I'd never done a podcast before, so a lot of the stuff that I do.
I'm still going with the subtitles.
Is that what it is? Yeah. A lot of the stuff that I've done in the past, it's like live video streaming, and I had a lot of the equipment, but the equipment that I had was not necessarily conducive to a voice close up, in this situation.
He said conducive.
Is it too big of a word? Do I need to bring it down for you?
That was too big of a word for you to use.
That's why I like the simple method. Just use the phone. And that's it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard, right? Like when you use the phone, only one person, you're still having those audio issues.
Yeah.
Because those microphones are meant for a conversation. So
Oh,
You know, I never got into like watching podcasts real until we started doing a podcast, and then I started watching. Like there's a lot of interesting stuff out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like it. I think man, we need to keep working on this, and we this definitely could turn into something something special.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. A lot of you guys out there that do them podcasts and stuff, hey, thank you for all the good ideas and everything else. You guys paved the way for us.
Very much so, and we appreciate, you know, the other thing that I'm starting to get into is
Porn.
a lot. Well, food porn,
Oh,
dude.
huh?
Yeah. I didn't get this good looking by passing up food, so I figured I'd start, looking at more food stuff.
Hey, YouTube's my friend. Like, man, whenever I need to find something out, I go to YouTube. Any advice, learning something,
Y'all do that, and I YouTube, and I end up watching street fights till 5 in the morning or something like that. Yeah.
See, that's my thing. I'm big on education and stuff. So if I can sit there, heck, if I just turn my phone on, I got to get that app where you can just listen to it instead of having your screen on all the time.
Yeah.
Or I guess I got to pay for it. Because I like this. I'll just put it in my pocket and stuff and walk around with my Bluetooth on and stuff and listen to what the person's talking about. Heck, I'm watching magnet fishing now. I'm like,
What is that?
so basically, you take sometimes people take dual magnets. You can get it from like Harbor Freight or one of the things. You take
Earth magnets.
Yeah, earth magnet stuff, rare earth magnets. And you take a string to them and stuff, and you just go over to a bridge or a bypass, something like that's where water is. Toss your magnet in there, and then start winding it back, and then people pull out guns, safes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is you're not gonna pull out gold and coins and stuff because those are non-magnetic freaking.
Yeah, imagine like what you would pull out of like the Houston Ship Channel or something like that.
Dude.
Hey, I'm gonna try it out. Like I said, I told Lewis, I said now that when it gets cold, I was gonna do it. Freaking now that it's cold now, I'm gonna go buy me one of those magnets, give me some nice cord, some piping cord, and just go to the bridge.
Yeah.
Got my little spot picked out already. I'm ready to go just see what they got out there.
That's crazy.
Or you go out there to San Jacinto, like the San Jacinto Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
I bet you if you throw something in the water in there, you find out some crazy stuff.
Dude,
it's
if you
fun.
throw something in the water, either in the ship channel or down in San Jacinto,
Ain't no telling.
There's no telling what you're going to come out with. You may end up with like, a 3-eye fish.
Yeah. Shit, any bayou in Houston do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I would like to do it down in like Buffalo Bayou in downtown Houston. I think that would be kind of a cool thing.
So I try to think as a gangster, where would I toss my piece at? Like, okay, I'm running from the cops.
That's why I said the ship channel.
Yeah.
You know the big bridge?
Yeah. Just going up.
Yeah.
Now, you had a long ass rope for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know that you can actually take a tour of the ship channel for free. There's right there. There's a tugboat that you can get on, and it'll take you down and come back.
The hell out of
Yeah,
here.
being
I've
serious.
never heard that before.
Yeah.
Whenever the only thing I goes on that ferry or whatever.
Down at Bolivar.
Yeah, that's the only time I hop on a boat. Just
No.
hop on those ferries and go back and forth.
Yeah.
Is there two of them or is it just one?
No. There's the ferry down in Bolivar, which is in Galveston. There's a ferry down here in Underwood.
Underwood.
Yeah, Underwood. LaPorte, like the LaPorte area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That takes you from like 225 to I-10.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the one I went to was a long one. Whatever. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. Just sat back and got on the deck or whatever and just chilled out.
Yeah. I
can't
think
tell
that's
you
the
last
one
time
in
Last
Galveston.
time I was on the one in Galveston, I'm a little kid probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the beginner phases for you guys trying to go on the ship cruise and stuff. That way you can see.
I can't do it.
You ever been on a cruise?
I can't do it. I get seasick.
That's right. Yeah, you did say you.
So you can't do no fishing?
I can do fishing.
Like deep sea fish?
I do it. It's painful as all get out, but yeah.
So are you the one at the back of the damn boat?
Yeah, usually I'm the one chumming.
Yeah, chumming. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
See, I like the cruises. The 7-day ones I think are a little bit too long. Weekend. Because you're like on the water like a couple of days going and coming back and not doing anything. Like, okay, that's just cabin fever, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm. So
What you got going on in your neck of the woods there, Raul?
Let's see. You know, I'm back to my main focus being Charlie Mike, military apparel. So I'm excited about. Got a lot of things planned. You know, we're gonna take off an adventure with you guys, and I'm excited about that. You have no idea. Like we were saying earlier, man, half of the excitement is the passion I see in you guys. You know, hanging out with like-minded individuals is what it's all about, and I like it. On the Charlie Mike site, we still just got our F Cancer shirt that's available throughout the month of October, and I think that's about it, man.
You still got your coffee mugs going on.
Oh yeah, there's
those coffee mugs are. Those coffee
You
mugs.
gonna come out with a breast cancer coffee mug with the thing on the side?
Well, I can. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Yeah.
The ribbon side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to get one of those.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I can do that. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. It should just say "Save the Tatas."
I think isn't that like a trademark phase?
I think so.
Was
I think so
Save
too.
the Tatas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think somebody put some copyright on that thing.
I gotta Google that now. Freaking.
Yeah.
I never heard it, so you guys keep saying like a million times.
Oh no, not me, not you guys.
Oh, this guy right
It's
here.
Raymond. It's all Raymond.
The only way I know to describe it is okay. Early detection save lives. That's why you always hear me see it. I ain't saying everything else. Like I said, I know I am.
He said, "See it." You gotta show me.
Hey, if you need help and stuff, I've trained on it. I'm a professional. Just like Lewis and collecting guns and stuff. Just help save your.
Do you like that? That was fun. I got a lot of traction on that one. A lot of people thought it was funny.
I like Alan's comment. What did he say? He's like, I can't let you do it all by yourself.
Right. A lot of people offer to help, man. The offer still stands. If you're out there and you don't like guns, call me. I'll make it my civic duty to take them away, rehome them.
It's like the city used to give like $20 gift stickers like back in the days and stuff. I'm like, and then they destroy them and all that stuff. I'm like, when I used to work in Iraq, I'm like, okay, we sent all these trailers of guns over here and we spent how much money on them? And we destroyed all the ones that got turned in. We could just gave those to the Iraqi military.
Well, it's kind of hard to give, a sawed-off shotgun to.
Man, there's plenty of AK-47s I see get turned in.
Yeah, that's true.
We had one at a base that's named the Connex sat there for freaking almost over a year. That was supposed to go to the Iraqi military. I'm like, the Connex with the AK still sitting there doing nothing. I'm like, man.
I would like to move this Connex box back stateside to the following address. Nah, in some countries they actually take them and like bulldoze them down, and they just do all sorts of stuff.
That's
Here,
America. What are you talking about?
Man, hey.
Do they really? I thought it was just they would either cut or they would break.
Every city's different. Sometimes they'll take and bulldoze them. They'll have like they'll roll. You'll see them roll over in a parking lot. They'll take a steamroller and roll over with a steamroller because you'll see the one with the spikes and stuff on it, or that one they'll roll that one.
Right.
So many different ways, and it depends on the city. They'll even tell you like, okay, you got to destroy it X amount of way, or this.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the numbers for early voting?
Dude, in the city of Houston, first day.
They said it was the largest turnout, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
every day has
118,000.
been beaten the next day. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. Like, so day one there was 118. Day two there was like 80, and then day three there was like 60.
Oh, okay.
So, but it is a record high
that's what it is.
for that day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
So, which I think is awesome. I think everybody's doing their due diligence and going out to vote, and that's one of the things that I think across the board, if you do not vote, then you don't have a voice, and you shouldn't.
You can't complain if you don't vote.
Exactly. I mean, don't come back a year later and be like, can't believe so and so got into office, and you get asked if you vote, and they're like, no.
But again, like Lewis was saying, is do your research yourself. Don't base your judgment and your opinion on Facebook on some wash-up rapper, some washed-up actor. Don't actor or actress, anything. Just do your own
Why did it
research
do that
and make
this
your
time?
own decision.
What, camera cut off? Both?
No, just keep going.
So that's just what if you believe in something, back them. It's Democrat, Republican, Democrat.
Or nonpartisan people like.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the city stuff is nonpartisan,
Yeah.
right? You don't really start getting into partisan politics until you get into, like,
That's what you would
The
think, but you
state
still see people already throwing it out there. I'm like, man, you're supposed to be nonpartisan.
It-
Yeah.
But like you said, do your research
know-
regardless what party they're in.
You know by, but you know what party.
yeah,
they
yeah,
represent.
of course.
It's no. I mean, they don't try to be quiet about it either. It's nothing. It is what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You
For
ever
sure.
thought maybe one day get in the politics game?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I always having somebody watch you and all up in your business all the time. Like, okay,
Bro, we do that every day.
yeah, like but in politics and stuff. Okay, wait. So when you say do it every day, yeah, I can just turn. Okay, nobody's up my butt up like that. I ain't got no photographer guy always watching me and stuff. Freaking
Yeah.
24/7, invading my family's life and digging into their stuff. Okay, you can dig in my life all you want to, but when they start bashing your brothers and
Yeah,
sisters,
I
that's what
got
really gets me right there. Like
I
you
got
start
you.
hitting home, I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna knock you out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can talk all the crap you want about me, but when you start talking about my mom and my brother and trying to dig up their past, I'm like, okay, it's like,
I guess that would be well. My thing would be if you judge me on my past, because nobody's perfect. Everybody's made mistakes. And, I have I mean,
But-
it's how I learned.
I get that, but at some point, your past needs to be judged, though,
Yeah.
right? Like,
But not by people.
but here's the thing, right? If I come out and I say, yes, I was a thief until yesterday,
Oh, see, no, that okay,
right?
No,
like
no.
that
Yeah.
means I'm still a thief.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you look at some of the stuff that's going on, right? Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of a politician that had some stuff in the past, and they hadn't had anything in like 40 years, right? And they're bringing stuff back from 40 years ago.
Oh,
and that,
the Supreme Court justice.
yeah,
What's his Brent?
yeah,
Yeah.
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, yeah.
They were like, oh, 40 years ago when you were like 2, you stole a piece of candy from the kid next to you, and how that
yeah, that is a little pathetic.
That is pathetic, right?
Yeah.
But if 10 years ago you were, hiding evidence or withholding evidence from, so that your record could be, or you could be seen as tough on crime, right? Yet what you were doing was illegal. That kind of stuff does play into a role, or it goes into effect. And I think you should be discussing that. And if you don't know who I'm talking about,
What,
All right. Agree.
what's your issue with him though?
I'm actually talking about a her.
Oh wait, then I don't know who you're talking about.
all right.
Yeah.
Tell
Nick,
me.
I'm talking about
Nope, tell me about you.
Paris.
Well,
Oh, okay,
you know,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I said it loud enough for people to hear.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
but,
okay.
but it's
I thought we were talking local, but I see what you're saying.
but it's
Yeah.
it's all over, right?
But it's the same thing, okay? Like let's say, okay, by no means am I saying the current president that we have is perfect. By no means am I saying that everything he does is correct. But Joe Biden has been in politics for how long?
50 years, 47 years.
And so now he decides he's gonna do what he needs to do to
All right.
change the
that's why we
government?
don't go lie.
yeah.
But it's okay. Why can't we do this, Nick? Like, seriously.
Because you guys start going on and on and on. It's like, that's when I'm like, okay, here we go.
Okay, but I think it should be okay.
It is the point of the point of talking is to say what you're thinking. I mean,
Right, like there's going to be, and I understand. Like, there's times where we're going to disagree on different topics. We're going to disagree on politics, or whether we disagree on religion, the whole thing. But I think something that is positive that comes out of this is the fact that although we disagree, we're still friends. We are still able to have that conversation and move on. And I think that's something that is missing from society right now. Go ahead and laugh. Is the fact that people can't have those conversations anymore. People can't disagree with each other anymore because then there's other issues, right? We should be able to disagree. I should be able to say, I disagree with your actions. I disagree with that belief, right? And vice versa. And we should be able to have that conversation and at the end of the day, be adult enough to say, you know what? You're right. Or, you know what? You're wrong. This is how I see it, right?
Well, the thing with that, for me, for the whole politics things is you don't really know what's true, what's not. You're just going off what one person says. I'm like, okay.
No, but you do your research, left, right, middle.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff out there. Like, okay, which one is? Like, so one person says this is a lie. That one says this is a lie. I'm like, okay, I do my research, of course. Then I'm like, okay, I'm like, what is really like, okay, the truth? That's why I'm like, that's why I don't take sides and like that. Okay, if the guy shows me certain evidence I think is true, okay, I go with it. I'll look at it, okay, it makes sense. I can see the truth. Here's plain black and white, okay. But like I said, they start throwing all this other stuff like, oh, we're gonna, what they talking about now, we're gonna give out bits and pieces of this evidence we have every day, just a little bit a day. That's what Giuliani put out the other day. I'm like, what?
So
it's kind of weird.
So I will say that.
Because I used to investigate stuff. I like to hear all the stuff right there. Don't say you're gonna give me bits and pieces a day.
It's politics, man. That's what they gotta do.
I was gonna say
they gotta feed you in.
Yeah,
and keep getting you like that. That's what it is. It ain't.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Exactly.
So
that's why I give up on politics.
But one of the biggest things I think, and this is part of what's going on within our society.
That's too, bro.
I know, is the fact that we have become the clique, right? So with social media, and it's that rabbit hole. They want you to follow that rabbit hole because the further you go in, the more money somebody's making.
Yeah.
Right? We no longer have, I mean, the algorithms in social media, right? Think about the number of times that you've talked in a conversation and said something like,
penis enlarged.
And you end up with 17 different messages or advertisings, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or Google, and it's, Wish is showing you all those things.
I'm tired of that Wish.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's what is happening. They make money based on where you're going.
Yeah, that's why
so
I don't
they
watch it anymore.
centralize it.
I don't watch politics. I don't like.
But we have to be informed, though.
That's why I don't watch it. I research on it. That's totally
Yeah.
different between, okay, now let me watch the news every day. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I wait till all this bullshit cools down. Like, okay, somebody's hitting this up, okay, I go back and it's okay. Somebody debunked this and all that stuff again.
But some of it, you need to be informed at the time,
Have you voted?
not 6 months later.
Last Tuesday.
Right? So, to me, for me, right, one of the biggest issues that I have is abortion. I am very anti-abortion. And I'm anti-abortion so much so that I think life starts at conception, right? And there's people who say a life does not start until you come out of the womb, right? That's a huge discrepancy because a child who is born prior to 40 weeks can still live a normal life.
You hit the table again, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay. But so for me, that's a big thing. And I believe that, and I am going to go down this rabbit hole, and I'm sorry, but, we abort so many babies, and there's families who are dying. We as the United States.
Oh,
there's
Ben.
families that are dying to have a child, and they can't, right? So there's also this whole thing of...
I'm not touching this subject with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, no, yeah, me neither. Man, I'm going to let you talk on that one, brother.
I don't care. My name is Lewis, and you can email me about it. I I believe that life is a life.
I'm happy. Happy's not the word. I'm glad that you can.
Freedom of
You're
speech.
very strong on your opinion when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you. You didn't answer my question. You ever thought about the politics game?
Oh yeah, I actually pursued it. I was going to pursue it.
What?
And oh yeah.
When? For what?
I actually wanted. So a while back.
Playgirl magazine?
No. I actually do want to be a politician.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How come you never said anything about it?
Because like you guys, I have a hard time keeping control of my mouth, and when I disagree with something, I have no problem telling you how I feel, which goes very much against politics.
Yeah.
You know, like think about
or pretty much anything.
here's in our district, right? For this general election, there were 15 candidates that were running for Congress.
Right. Okay.
Right? For the primary.
Yeah,
15
Wasn't
candidates.
It just on the Republican side?
Yeah, just on the Republican side.
Yeah.
There were 15 candidates.
Yeah.
Okay?
Were you going to be 16?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I worked on a campaign, and there were...
I saw him the other day, by the way.
Did you? Yeah, I knew he was there.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things was this whole dynamic of, we were in the top tier, and there was this bottom tier, right? And as time went on, this gap spread even further. And there was people down here creating all this stuff up here, right? Like making deals and wheeling and dealing and stuff. And then when the primary was over, unfortunately my candidate was not one of the top two. I was approached by another campaign to work on their campaign. And I was like, dude, I can't do that. Huh?
That one?
Uh-huh. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't throw all my cards behind this person and then turn around and go to this person, right?
Yeah.
Like that's to me, that's unethical.
Yeah.
Actually, but that's politics.
That's
man.
But
politics,
exactly,
bro.
but that
Yeah,
is
exactly.
politics, right?
Yeah.
Like so many people now,
Yeah.
like I get it. We need to defend our values and we need to defend our beliefs. And I ended up voting for the individual that asked me, but still.
I think everybody did.
Well, we have to.
Yeah.
They're the only person left.
Yeah.
So, it was just one of those, but it really, it affected me a little differently, and that's why I haven't really seeked higher office. I am going to...
So what would you consider starting, like a city council position?
I'm actually really thinking about either doing city council or doing school board the next go around.
That's what's up. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the school board consists of. What is it that they do?
Policy, budgets,
okay.
like everything that revolves around the
Man,
school board stuff.
I'm 38, man, and I've always felt like I had a
different calling than what you've done.
but at the same time, I could never picture I mean, I can, but I can't as a politician because if maybe not right now at this stage, this point in my life, because if I was to maybe be questioned, I mean, I tell you, I'm gonna talk to everybody the way I talk, and it's not. I mean, a lot of things I say aren't politically correct, and it is what it is.
That's why I don't get into it, because I leave that option open later on. I don't want to get too involved in anything else, because like I said, that it's got like these videos come back to you later on or something like that. Things you say now, or like you said, hey, you said this 10 years ago, 5 days ago. You got to play politics. If you don't play politics, you got to do it all.
You're right, but that's the thing that I think.
As a society?
No, I just think it's a problem, right? Whenever you have to watch all your P's and Q's, and you can't be the person that you are, then it creates a problem because you start changing in politics, right?
Well, the thing is, like, you take it like you got to be a certain party. If I don't like the mayor, I don't care what party he's in. If I don't like a guy, I don't like a guy. I don't care what party he's in. Freaking, if he's a fuck up, he's a fuck up.
Right.
You guys like, well, he's a
no.
I look at him as he's a fuck up.
That's not the case. I mean, like I'm telling you, I voted for Democrats this election.
Oh, yeah.
And I am a Republican. You know what I mean? Because I felt that was the right thing to do. Did I feel that person could do the job better? Yeah, that's why I voted for you. You know, so it's a lot. And
that's the one thing. You know,
what's the time looking like?
I don't know. I'm very thoughtful. I'm very not thoughtful. I'm very thankful that
he wants to do
we actually went away from.
Straight tickets?
Yeah, because that allows people to really look at the individuals.
That is better.
But you see, like once you did all the when you voted, you did all the everything. Of course, the main things and all the city things were like 47, 48, 49, whatever the case may be. And,
you don't pay attention.
People ain't paying attention to that shit. They're just hitting a number. Okay,
but see, in this is the thing that really bothers me is the fact that those are the ones that matter more than anything.
I agree.
Because it's the politics in your city that are going to make a huge.
So normally this wouldn't have happened on the same time.
Yeah,
correct.
It would happen back
in May.
Yeah,
May.
Okay.
Okay, so next election time comes or whatever.
It depends.
It'll just be.
Yeah, it'll be separated.
Presidential.
You never know. We're gonna wait.
Yeah,
still up in the air.
But then again, you know, if we have another COVID, then we have another COVID. The biggest one is really getting.
Yeah, like on the ballots, like half the names, you're like, who is this person? Like,
yeah, and you know, there starts getting to be fatigued, right, towards the end of
what's the attention span when somebody starts reading? You only got
13 minutes.
Is it really?
Not 13 minutes, like a minute or something like that, or 30 seconds. Like if you're even like watching a video or something like that. Either you're intrigued or not, but freaking when you're looking at names, like okay, all right,
So, all right, remember, you are loved. You matter. This place would not be the same without you. And if there's anything that we can do, please don't hesitate to let us know. And with that,
you're not alone. If you need us, reach out to us. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Depression is a serious issue, and with the virus and everything, people have been in a different funk. If you need us, reach out to us. Don't be scared.
Reach out to your friends and family and stuff. You got Zoom out there. You got FaceTime on your phone and stuff. Just somebody you haven't called in a while, surprise them. Give them a call. Reach out to somebody. You never know how they're going and what they're going through right now. So be a friend, be a mother, father. Reach out to your kids. Reach out to your grandparents if they're still around. Just keep your family and friends and everybody in mind and stuff. Just reach out and just say hi to somebody today. All right.
Keep an eye out. We got a lot of things happening, and we're excited about. You guys have a good day. Charlie, Mike.